Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. On Sunday night at about 8:30, the Annapolis Fire Department responded to Forest Drive and Old Forest Drive, right there next to Annapolis Middle School, for a head-on accident involving two vehicles. Both of the drivers were trapped in their vehicles for a period. They were transported by helicopter to the Maryland Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore. They've been identified as a 50-year-old male and a 68-year-old male, and both of them were the sole occupants of the vehicles. Both of them were transported with life-threatening injuries. Over the weekend, the Anne Arundel County Police responded to the 1000 block of Carriage Hill Court in Annapolis, which is sort of on the way up to Crownsville, for an animal abuse cruelty complaint. When they arrived, the victim said that she had observed her boyfriend kick their dog several times on their security camera. Police reviewed the video, and they did see the suspect cornering a 3-year-old Polish sheepdog and kicking it 5 times in its side while the dog yelped in pain. They also observed several minutes later showing the suspect picking the dog up by its throat, carrying it across the room over the suspect's head, and slamming the dog onto the floor, and then he kicked him one more time before the dog was able to run away. The officers did arrest the suspect, who's been identified as a 39-year-old male of that same address. The victim did transport the dog to a local animal hospital for a leg injury. There is no update on the condition of the dog at this time. The suspect was released by the courts, and the victim currently has a protective order out against him. Also over the weekend, the Anne Arundel County Police responded to the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream shop in Edgewater for an unknown disturbance. When they got there, they learned that a black male and a black female suspect entered the business without face masks. They were asked to put them on, and they became uncooperative and combative. Eventually, the suspect did physically assault one of the store employees. The suspects did flee the scene in a silver Nissan Altima, and one of the employees went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anne Arundel County Police are still investigating this, and if anybody may have seen anything, call them at 410-222-1960. People, we are much better than this. And as Governor Larry Hogan said,
wear the damn masks.
And speaking of Governor Hogan, he has called for a press conference today at 5 p.m. You can watch it live on his YouTube page or his Facebook channel. We will have that info shortly thereafter. My suspicion is that we're going to see some more restrictions coming in, probably starting this Friday. County Executive Pittman has announced another $1 million that he's giving away. This is a $1 million grant program that's going to be administered by the Community Foundation of Anne Arundel County for nonprofits within Anne Arundel County. It's going to help them provide operational funding, and they estimate between 100 and 150 nonprofits will be helped. Something I didn't know, there are more than 2,800 nonprofit organizations in Anne Arundel County. That seems huge to me. But the grants will be awarded up to $10,000 apiece, will be a big help for them. Applications are going to be accepted beginning on Thursday, November 12th. The grant guidelines and the application materials will all be available on the Community Foundation's website, which is cfaac.org. So if you are a nonprofit, if you know of a nonprofit, if you are friends with a nonprofit, make sure they are aware of this. The only catch is that they have to be Anne Arundel County nonprofits, and they do need to serve the Anne Arundel County community. The Rotary Club of Annapolis has awarded $35,000 from the proceeds of their Rotary Crabs to Go fundraiser back in August. This was the replacement to the annual crab feast because we couldn't do it in person, and the following organizations are feeling very good because this is much needed money for them. The Annapolis Police Foundation, Anne Arundel Casa, Anne Arundel County Food Bank, the Assistance League of the Chesapeake, Backpack Buddies at Heritage Baptist Church, Charting Careers, Chesapeake Regional Accessible Boating, Chrysalis House Community Action Agency, Creating Communities, Friends of the Stanton Center Youth Program, Germantown Elementary School Backpack Buddies Program, Girls on the Run of Greater Chesapeake, Langton Green, Let's Go Boys, Seeds for Success, and STARE, which is Start the Adventure in Reading. Congratulations to all of those nonprofits for the much-needed funds and fantastic news coming out of the Annapolis Rotary. And finally, if you are looking for an easy way to do Thanksgiving dinner, I have started a list of places that you can go to pick up dinner, possibly dine in, or maybe even have them cater. Carroll's Creek Cafe will be having carryout. Flamont will also be having carryout. The Lighthouse Bistro will cater or do carryout. Main and Market also will do catering or carryout. The Annapolis Smokehouse and Tavern will do catering or carryout. The Severn Inn will be doing carryout or dine-in. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse will do carryout or dine-in. Sam's on the Waterfront, carryout or dine-in. Smashing Grapes over there by the mall in the Old Green Turtle, they'll be doing a carryout. And Buddy's Crabs and Ribs has a surprisingly good Thanksgiving dinner available for carryout and dine-in as well. If you have a couple more suggestions, please send them to me in an email. info@eyeonannapolis.net is the address. I'll be more than happy to put them on the list and include a link. All right, that does wrap it up for us today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net for updates to these stories and more throughout the day. If you are someplace you can leave a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure your friends, family, and colleagues all know how to get a hold of us. Other than that, you need to hang tight because we have George Young with your local DC MDVA weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute, but here is Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DC MDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 10th. Yesterday kicked off the work and school week nicely with another sunny, warm November day, and while today will be another nice one, weather-wise for Anne Arundel County with mixed skies and highs in the 70s, clouds will move in late, setting the stage for rain Wednesday and Thursday, which could even include some thunderstorms, with rainfall totals likely over 1 inch for most in the region and possibly over 2 inches for some spots on the map. Look for highs in the 70s again on Veterans Day Wednesday, a far cry from the surprise Veterans Day snowstorm of 1987, with 60s for highs on Thursday before skies clear Friday with highs in the 60s, before sunshine and 55 to 60 on Saturday, ahead of another chance of showers on Sunday with highs again, upper 50s to mid 60s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I often get asked, is now a good time to make a move? The answer is absolutely. With interest rates the lowest they've been in nearly 50 years and inventory in high demand, now is the time to let us earn your trust. Whether you're looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, my team and I will guide you through the process and find exactly what you are looking for. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.